stream for a sec. You're chilling. You can watch. I'm not gonna pick up anything.
You want me to connect to my earphone?
No, you're good. Yo, how's everyone doing? Happy New Year's. Appreciate you guys hopping on in. Just starting some stuff up. Yo, Happy New Year's, Angel. Happy New Year's, Justin. Appreciate you hopping on in on YouTube, man. We're back. 2026. Let's start it off with a bang, bro. Let's start off our pickets. Let's start off our year. Let's start off our month. Everything with a bang, bro. What's the play? Tari Eason, 12 points. And Nick Claxton, 14.5 points and rebounds. It's a quick double up. Simple play here. I love Eason's spot. Yeah, Eason's spot's amazing. No, I know Sengun just got ruled in, so it's not as good, but still, like 12 points for Eason. Happy New Year, King, man. Appreciate you hopping on in. Game will be a blowout. If it's a blowout, Tari Eason's going to be producing. I don't worry too much about blowouts, especially if it's the team that's doing the blowout. And that's if they blow him out. That's if they blow him out. It's a 13-point spread. It's not even that bad. And they're playing in Brooklyn. Yeah, it's not terrible at all. Yeah, Angel, I just added 50 free spots, actually. I just added 50 free spots. Is he on a minutes restriction? He isn't. No, he 29 minutes last game. 21 minutes the game before. He was in huge foul trouble in Cleveland. In Cleveland. So the reason why I like Tari Eason is that their backup centers, Steven Adams and Clint Capella, are out, right? They're going to need a lot of size to back up Sengun. They're just going to play probably like a lot of Tari Eason at the 4. He's going to start again, probably. He's been starting. And it just opens up more opportunities for him with them playing a little bit small, I guess, with a bunch of wings. Jabari Smith will probably play at the 5. Tari Eason will probably play at the 4. He'll just get more minutes without Steven Adams, without Clint Capella. They still have, Dorian Finney-Smith's been playing a lot of minutes too, or some minutes too. Yeah, I love this spot here for Tari Eason, and let me tell you why. This Goblin is just going to be the best Goblin I have on the board. It's a little correlated play because if this game stays decently close, you're in a good spot for Nick Claxton too. As long as this game doesn't blow out. If this game blows out, we miss, unfortunately. But it's only a 13-point spread. Blowout meaning like 30-plus points, and that happens all the time. But when you have 2 players in the same game, you have a better possibility of, I guess, 2 players in the same game. If that game stays close, especially for Tari Eason, then Nick Claxton's probably going to hit his spot. It's 14.5 points and rebounds for Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton's 14.5 points and rebounds for Nick Claxton's one of the best Goblins on the board. I refund my money back. Porter not playing. That's good. Appreciate you guys hopping on in. Sengun's playing. Yeah, he just got ruled in. The reason why I like Tari Eason is because he's played 3 games or 4 games since coming back from injury, I think. Or 5 games since coming back from injury. First game, he played 16 minutes, went to OT against Sacramento. Then he played 18 minutes. Then he started against the Lakers on Christmas, played 26 minutes. He started again against Cleveland. He got into huge foul trouble. He only played 21 minutes. He had 5 fouls in 21 minutes. And then last game, 2 days ago against the Pacers, he played 29 minutes. I'm pretty sure he started. Let me see. Did he start? He must have started. Tari Eason 2.5. I don't mind Tari Eason. That's a decent demon. I just really like the points at 12. Just keeping it simple here. Keeping it simple, especially to start off the year. Keeping it simple. I actually don't mind the 2.5 threes. Yeah, he started again. Tari Eason started again. Last game had 13 points, 29 minutes. And That's with Sengun out, but Steven Adams was in, and Clint Capella was in. So I'm pretty sure he'll get the similar 30+ minutes that he got last game. And it's just such a good matchup against the Nets, who allow the most spot up points and the second most, or most spot up points and fourth most transition points, where Tari Eason scores 41% of his points in spot up, 30% of his points in transition. Yeah, the play is Nick Claxton, 14.5 points and rebounds on the more, and Tari Eason over 12 points. If someone can type it out, I will pin it. If someone types it out, I will pin it. I don't mind Jabari Smith Jr. He's probably solid too. 15 points for Jabari. He just shoots more of his threes from above the break, which is a bottom 2 matchup actually. The corner threes are pretty good. The spot up in transitions for Jabari is pretty good too. I don't mind it. I don't mind it for Jabari. I really like Tari Eason here in this spot. It's a really good spot here for Tari Eason, to be honest. Yeah, the Tari Eason spot's amazing. Honestly, a lot of these wings, Jabari Smith Jr., Amen Thompson, and Tari Eason have pretty good matchups. I like Tari Eason the most. I don't mind Jabari Smith Jr. Yeah, Jabari's been eating. What's Jabari's lines at? What are Jabari's best lines? So I'll get to you guys' questions real quick, but I really want to see Jabari. Hey man, I know you don't do first quarter props, but any thoughts of VJ Edgecombe 2.5? I don't do first quarter props, I'm not gonna lie. Unless it's like very like something that I'm seeing different. Jabari Smith Jr. 22.5 PRA for Jabari is not bad. Jabari Smith 22.5 PRA. Yeah, 22.5 PRA. We're getting good value here, especially without Steven Adams here. I think it's pretty solid. There we go, Jaden. Thanks for pinning it yourself. Appreciate it, bro. Duran, I love Duran's rebounds. Jalen Duran's rebounds is in a really good spot here against the Heat, who give a lot of rebounds in general. The Heat allow the third most rebounds, and they play at the highest pace, and no Tobias Harris. And without Tobias Harris, Duran has been eating. So you go to Jalen Duran, you take out Tobias Harris in the filters. Without Tobias Harris, Jalen Duran's averaging 13.9 rebounds in 8 games. 13.9 rebounds in 8 games. That's a whole 4 rebound difference in his 8 games. So that's a good sample size without Tobias, because Tobias feeds a good amount of rebounds too. So Cam Thomas 20, nah. Even with Cam Thomas 20 is crazy, bro. This dude's still gonna be on a minutes limit. There's no way he's not gonna be on a minutes limit. There was no indication of him being off this minutes limit. Yes, Porter Jr. is not playing, but yeah, he played 20 minutes against Minnesota. Then he played 19 minutes against Golden State. I told people to take the under on here. The line bumped before I got it, so I didn't get it, and he went under. He's still going to be on his 20 minutes limit, and this is where the blowout potential comes in, right? It's the team that is projected to get blown out, the Nets, by 13 points. Yes, what's his name? Michael Porter Jr. is not playing, but if he can't get over 20 minutes in a game that they're favored to lose by 13, I don't even think he's starting, is he? Yeah, I would fade this Thomas play. He's coming off the bench too. I might actually take the under on this. Yeah, I might take the under on this Thomas play. Cam Thomas is way too high. He's only going to get 20 minutes. There was no indication of him getting more minutes unless you guys saw something. But there was no indication on my end of him getting more minutes than that. Yeah, under PRA at 23.5 is not bad for Cam Thomas. I'm going to write that down, but I know I have some time to get it in. I need to get that in. Was there any other indication of him getting his minutes limit lifted? I didn't see anything. Where 12.5? Where is Hero out still? Yeah, Hero's still out. Larson is still out. Ware played 24 minutes against Denver last game. 29 minutes. He played 24 minutes last game, but that's a little of a blowout. Played 29 minutes. Ooh, wow. The Heat blew out 3 teams in a row. But now to get a matchup against the Pistons in a pretty tough matchup. The Pistons allowed the 3rd least points in the restricted area. He's going to get a matchup against Duran. They don't allow that many spot-up points as well. This is a pretty tough spot here for Ware. I think he's been on a hot streak. He's been doing really well, but really good matchups against even Denver and Pacers and Atlanta. He's had a really good matchup. This matchup here is pretty tough for Ware. Let me see, actually, opponent rankings. Position zones, yeah. When he has a challenging zone, he's actually been doing pretty well, but that's got to be without Bam. Let's add Bam. Oh, that's with Bam. Wow. Oh, that's favorable. Give him challenging matchups? Yeah. Ware struggles against challenging matchups, but this also the minutes are kind of skewed. I don't know. I wouldn't take Ware here, in my opinion. Just because he's hit this line in the past 4 games, he has pretty good. He's had pretty good matchups. Bam was out for a couple of these games as well, so you have to know that. So just because he's hit this line in the last games, I wouldn't like it. Najee Marshall. Najee Marshall's been hooping, bro. Najee Marshall. But, what's it? It's Nick Claxton, 14.5 points and rebounds, and Tari Eason, 12 points. Najee Marshall's been hooping, but also Anthony Davis has been out. Anthony Davis is coming back today. Let's see. Put Anthony Davis in. Najee Marshall still has been hooping, even with these guys out. Let's put at least PJ Washington into. PJ Washington, Cooper Flag. Let's just get those guys in there. He's still been pretty hooping with these guys healthy. He gets around 30 minutes a game. Matchup against Philly here. It's a decent matchup. Transition matchup's good. The spot-up matchup isn't great. Honestly, this is not the best matchup you can go with Najee and Davis coming back. I don't mind it, though. I'd lean the over just because he's doing really well. He has a solid role on this team. I don't know if he's been starting anymore. I don't think he's going to start anymore. They've been experimenting with Max Christie back in the starting lineup, so I don't know. I don't mind Najee Marshall on the over on the more. It's not a tough matchup. It's honestly a decently good matchup, and he's been doing really well. You taking a break from YouTube? No. I'll be back tonight. It was just New Year's. Got to spend time doing things other than live streaming and sports. So yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back tonight. Don't worry. And if you guys want to see me on YouTube, I am streaming right now on YouTube as well. That's where I show all my stats that I'm looking at. Literally, you can see it real time what I'm looking at on YouTube. Try and grow my community out there over there too. Cooper for 18, Flag for 18. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Flag for 18. In this matchup against Philly, it's pretty good, right? Flag scores 23% of his points in transition, 19% of his points as the pick and roll ball handler. Top 6, top 4 matchup. I'm interested in Brandon Williams, really. He's been doing really well, but it's been kind of lucky based on a lot of efficiency, right? When he gets into the game, he's hitting a lot of shots, so they have to keep him in. I'm kind of curious how Brandon Williams is going to play today. He does get a good pick and roll matchup against the Sixers, and he's been playing really well, but Anthony Davis comes back, right, as their lead playmaker and lead scorer, so I don't know. Brandon Williams is still pretty solid. What do you have, Claxton, Eason for what? Yes, I'll say it again. Tari Eason, more than 12 points, and Nick Claxton, more than 14.5 points and rebounds. If someone could type it, I'll pin it. If someone can type it, or I'll pin it. I do like Maxey's PRA. Maxey's PRA is a really good spot. Potential blowout, it's only a 13-point spread. It's actually not that bad. If the game ends at 13, that's not a blowout, and Tari Eason's going to play full minutes, and you're worried about the blowout potential, then Tari Eason's playing on the team that's doing the blowout, if that makes sense, that you're projecting the blowout for. So, in order for them to be blowing them out, Tari Eason's probably going to have a good game. So, if you're worried about blowout potential, only worry if you're taking a player on the Nets. And that's why I'm taking a Goblin on the Nets. 14.5 points and rebounds for Nick Claxton is one of the best Goblins. It's correlated because it's the same game. So if this game stays within 10, 13 points, we're in a good spot for both of these plays. Nick Claxton's hit the spot in 87% of games this season. The matchup's not the best thing in the world. The foul trouble thing could be worrisome against Sengun, but no Michael Porter Jr. Honestly, should be more aggressive here, especially without Cam Thomas. Without Cam Thomas to start too. Yeah, it should be a good spot. I need a lock. No such thing as a lock. You sure these are a lock? No, I'm not sure these are a lock. No, there's no such thing as a lock, right? If you're only getting one piece of the pie, only getting my free plays, then you're putting yourself at a lot of risk because we have way more plays in the premium. That's how you get the whole pie. You're not just getting one slice of the pie. Nothing's a lock, and I'll come out here and say that every single time. I don't know what Tari Eason's going to do. I just love the stats that we're looking at for Tari Eason. I love that 41% of his points come from just spot-up shooting, which is the number 1 matchup against the Nets. 30% of his points come in transition. Guess what? Number 4 matchup against the Nets as well. 36% of his points come in the restricted area. That's a top 5 matchup. It's a good left corner 3 matchup too. Not as good of a right corner 3, but yeah, they're going to double team Kevin Durant in the pick and roll. When he does use it, he doesn't use it that much. He actually doesn't use the pick and roll at all. Their team doesn't use the pick and roll that much. Amen Thompson uses it a little bit. Reed Shepard does a little bit too. Yeah, they all split turns. But whoever uses the pick and roll, they double team. That's what the Nets do. Tari Eason does not use the pick and roll. He just spots up in the corner, which is going to leave. This is my reasoning with the Nets. That's why I always take these spot up role players against the Nets. Because when you look at a basketball court and you have the Nets, they allow the least points in the pick and roll. They're not a good defense at all. But they allow the least points in the pick and roll because they send two people towards the ball handler every time at the pick and roll. That's just what Jordi Fernandez does, the Nets head coach. He's been doing that all the time. When you send two people at the ball handler, on the backside, it's a 4-on-3 every single time. Always going to be open for Tari Eason, Jabari Smith Jr. on the baseline, either spotting up for three. That's why they give up the most spot up points, or a lot of just open dunks, open layups, open attack the rim. It's just always going to be there for Tari Eason, Jabari Smith Jr., even some senses Amen Thompson, but I like Jabari and Tari. Jabari and Tari. All right, sorry, that was the yapping. Jaime Jaquez 13.5. Jaime 13. It's not a good matchup for Jaime because he's gonna attack the rim a lot. Jaime Jaquez, he scores 53% of his points right around the rim. He takes 84% of his shots within 10 feet of the basket. That's a bottom 3 restricted area matchup, bottom 2 within 10 feet matchup against Detroit. Yes, Tyler Hero's out, and when Tyler Hero's out, he does really well. But I'm not a huge fan here of Jaime Jaquez, especially like last game. He shot 8 of 11, had 20 points, very efficient in a solid matchup against Denver. He had 28 points against Indiana. They allow a lot of points in the paint. It's a really good matchup there. It's a good matchup against the Hawks too. Had a good matchup against Toronto too. The New York matchup was kind of tough, but he actually shot really well too. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this spot here for Jaime Jaquez. 13.5 is not bad. His line's at 14, so I guess it's not terrible. VJ and PJ, Edgecombe. Edgecombe's playing with everyone healthy. Embiid, I think it's better when Edgecombe plays with Embiid for rebounds because Embiid doesn't get as many rebounds as Drummond. Drummond fiends rebounds. Edgecombe rebounds can actually not be terrible. Is it at 5? What's Edgecombe's rebounds at? Edgecombe's rebounds? Honestly, 19.5 points and rebounds for VJ is not terrible. It's pretty favored too, minus 128. 19.5 PR for Edgecombe. 19.5 PR for Edgecombe is not terrible. They don't allow that many spot up points. 5 rebounds? What's his rebounds line? It's got to be 5 rebounds for Edgecombe, right? Does he not have a rebounds line? It's got to be 5 for VJ. One sec. Let me see what VJ Edgecombe's rebound line is. 19.5 points and rebounds. He doesn't even have a rebounds line. Yeah, 5. I think it'll be at 5. I don't mind 5. Especially with Embiid playing. Yeah, with Embiid playing, he's going over in 50% of games. It's not terrible. They allow the second most rebounds, and they play at a very high pace. I don't mind VJ's rebounds. 3.5 or 4.5? Yeah, I don't mind 4.5 for VJ, honestly. Bam, 14.5 rebounds and assists. Clay under 2.5 threes. Cam under... Yeah, I don't mind Cam's under. Maxey, I like Maxey's points. Maxey gets a good spot against Dallas. High-paced matchup, too. Bam, 14.5... Bam, 14.5 rebounds and assists. I don't think I like Bam that much, to be honest. Yeah, Bam's been cooking, so if you're saying Bam has hit this line in the 4 or 5 games, now he's getting a matchup against Detroit, who allow the least assists and 4th least rebounds. They're also going to be without, I'm saying Detroit's going to be without Tobias Harris and probably replacing him. They're probably replacing him with Isaiah Stewart in the starting lineup, so even tougher matchup for Bam. I don't really like the rebounds and assists for Bam at all. Am I taking a break from YouTube? No, I'll be back on YouTube tonight. Just, what's it called? New Year's and everything. Cade 7.5. Yeah, that's a good spot. 7.5 assists for Cade is one of the best goblins you can get. So if you want an easy, as sweat-free as possible, hopefully, goblin, it's going to be Cade 7.5 assists because he's facing a Heat team who play at the highest pace, who allow, I think, one of the top 5 assists to point guards, and no Tobias Harris, so even better. Tobias Harris is a ball stopper. He doesn't generate that many assists, and he has the ball in his hands a good amount. So without him, it's actually pretty helpful with Duren and with Cade. Cooper over 20, flag. Yeah, Cooper over 20 is actually not terrible. Not terrible at all. Yes, Anthony Davis is probably going to be back today. I think he's going to be on a minutes limit. Anthony Davis has to be on a minutes limit, right? It's his first game back from a groin injury. Probably don't want to do anything there. I don't mind Cooper flag here. Matchup against Sixers is pretty good. Top 3 paint matchup. And I think it's even better with Joel Embiid playing. 40% of Flag's points come in the restricted area. It's a top 3 matchup, like I said. Top 6 transition. Top 4 pick and roll matchup, which are 2 of his best play types. What's that? 42% of his points there. I really want to fade Cam Thomas here, but I don't know if I have enough time. I really want to fade Cam Thomas here. I don't know if I have enough time to get it to the premium. Let's see when the game officially starts. In 5 minutes. I don't know if I have enough time to take this. I just think Cam Thomas is in such a high spot here, especially without Michael Porter Jr. to take off some of the pressure there. It's literally just going to be Cam Thomas coming off the bench on a minutes limit. So what are we doing there? 20.5 points and rebounds for Cam Thomas. I might just fade that there. I'm just going to fade that and get it with a good Goblin real quick. I actually love this spot here for Cam Thomas on the under. One sec. I'm trying to get this in. Cam Thomas, yeah, I have 5 minutes technically on Prize Picks. But hopefully we can get it in for... I need to get Goblin in. PJ Washington, 9.5 points and assists. It's not bad. Let's do that. PJ Washington, 9.5 points and assists. This is another play I can give you guys for free. PJ Washington, 9.5 points and assists. Cam Thomas, less than 20.5 points and rebounds. I think Cam Thomas is still going to be on his minutes limit. I think Michael Porter... Oh, this is only 1.9x, bro. That's terrible. I need a better Goblin. One sec. Sensible at 11.5 points. I don't mind that. Actually, that's kind of weird. Sensible. Robinson has a pretty good matchup. Oh, Duran rebounds. Let's just do that. Duran rebounds. Is this something we can get to? Yeah. Duran 7.5 rebounds is what I'm pairing with. Cam Thomas under 20.5 points and rebounds. Cam Thomas under 20.5 points and rebounds. I think that's a little high. That's a good amount high just based on the matchup against Houston. He's going to have a bunch of Amen Thompson, a bunch of long wings on him. And he's only going to get, I think he's only going to get 20 minutes. Or around 20 minutes. And again, like you said, blow-up potential too. I just dropped it in the premium, guys. There are 50 free spots remaining. I literally just opened 50 free day passes. If you guys want to join, it's the first link in my bio. First link in my bio for 50 free day passes. This is the first, another play I just dropped. All right. Nick Claxton, 12.5 points. Najee, 12.5. Najee's not bad. Nick Claxton, I'm not a huge fan of, but it's not terrible. You like Davion Mitchell's assist? Davion Mitchell, probably not. It's a pretty tough matchup against the Pistons. Very tough interior, yeah. Davion Mitchell against the Pistons, who allow the least assists in the league. So I'm not a huge fan of this spot for Davion Mitchell. Yeah, he's hit this spot in 57% of games without Hero. 56% of games without Hero. It's just the matchup here is kind of tough. The matchup here is kind of tough. Let me see with Bam, without Tyler. He's 59%. It's not terrible, but it's just a tough matchup. So I think it just evens out your advantage there. John Collins, 9.5 points, or Duran, 7.5 rebounds for the Goblin play. I took 7.5 rebounds for Duran. Duran, 7.5 rebounds should be really good. Hopefully, we don't get screwed there because we're double dipping there. Because we have Duran's normal rebounds and we have his Goblin. So hopefully, we don't get screwed there. Najee PRA. A lot of people like Najee. I get it because he's been hooping. But if you're going to do anything for Najee, just do his points. You don't have to get fancy with the PRA. Points has just been so consistent for Najee Marshall. Yeah, points has been so consistent for Najee Marshall. And it's not that tough of a matchup. It's a pretty above average matchup, I say, against the Sixers. Yeah, Anthony Davis is coming back, but he's still been doing well without Anthony Davis. With Anthony Davis. So yeah, Najee's not bad. Grimes, 12.5 points and assists, bro. I got you. Grimes, 12.5 points and assists. 12.5? It's not a good spot-up matchup at all, and that's what Grimes wants to do. 45% of Grimes' points come from above the break threes. It's the bottom 4 matchup. 12.5 points and assists. He did play a lot last game. He played a bunch last game. He's been falling out of the rotation because he's coming off the bench now, especially with Paul George healthy, all these guys healthy. I don't know why he played so many minutes last game. I'm actually interested. I wouldn't take it here, though, because all of them are healthy. I want to see why he played so many minutes last game. Yes, it was OT, but still, that's 33 minutes in regulation. Oh, Barlow, he just plays at the 4. Yeah, they'll just play like 3 guards. Yeah, not a huge. Wow, they played such a short rotation last game. That's crazy. They played such a short rotation. Yeah, I don't mind Grimes. It's just not the best matchup, and we can't pencil him in for a lot of minutes. He's playing 25 minutes in these other games. 25 minutes here, 26 minutes here. Yeah, I probably wouldn't take Grimes here. What's the play? Yeah, before this game starts, Nick Claxton, 14.5 points and rebounds. Tari Eason, 12 points. Tari Eason, 12 points. Nick Claxton, 14.5 points and rebounds. I honestly watched the game here on the side with y'all, and then we can talk about more plays. Who do you like for Houston to score in the first 3 minutes? First 3 minutes to score? No idea, but I would not be surprised if Tari Eason hits a 3. Or not 3, sorry. Jabari Smith Jr. or Tari Eason get a point in the first 3 minutes. Should we get degenerate here? Do a little Eason first 3. I don't mind Jabari, actually. First 3 minutes? What's that one at? First 3 minutes, 3.5 points in the first 3 minutes. 3.5. Oh, that's a demon. 3.5 points in the first 3 minutes for Tari Eason. Or no, that's Jabari Smith. 2.5 points in the first 3 minutes for Jabari. Interesting. I don't know what you can just pair that with, though. That's 6x? Oh, with a normal play? I'm kind of interested in doing Jabari Smith Jr. 2.5 points in the first 3 minutes. That's about a start. Yeah, Jabari Smith Jr. 2.5 points in the first 3 minutes. Are you guys interested in that? Let me see what a good goblin is again. What can you get with this? Am I going crazy with it? Maybe. Even with the goblin, it's still 4x. 2.5 points in the first 3 minutes. I guess first 3 minutes is kind of hard, huh? First 3 minutes is kind of hard. Why Tari Eason? It's a great spot matchup. He's probably going to be open a good amount of the time. Yeah, never mind. I'm just going too crazy. Jabari's probably going to hit. I feel like Jabari's going to hit a 3 in the first 3 minutes. But there's just no stats for that. Besides, it's a really good matchup for Jabari, too. Jabari's been hooping. He's going to hit, watch. I can see that. This game will be a blowout. If you think it's a blowout, then you can stay away. But if the Rockets are blowing out the Nets, these role players are going to be doing well. Someone's going to have to be scoring to be able to get to that blowout, right? I don't know. I'm never worried about blowouts unless it's the team that is projected to get blown out. Durant, Duncan, Grimes, all against old teams. But Duncan, Robinson already faced that heat. I actually like those narratives, the revenge narratives. But they already all faced their teams already. I don't think it matters too much at this point. And they're not even playing. I guess KDA is playing in Brooklyn. Grimes is playing in Dallas, but Grimes barely played in Dallas. And then Duncan Robinson. If Duncan Robinson was playing in Miami, I'd like it. And we took that last time in Miami. Yo, my guy, how's everything? I'm doing well, man. Hope you're doing well too, Audio. Appreciate you hopping on in. Appreciate all 10 viewers on YouTube. That's awesome. That is awesome, man. What's good, Dylan? Durant 30. I don't like Durant's matchup that much. I like these role player matchups way better than Durant. Because when you pull up Durant's shot chart, 29% of Durant's points come from the short mid-range, 26% in the mid-range. That's a bottom 2, bottom 8 matchup against the Nets. They don't allow that many mid-range. They don't allow that much ISO. They don't allow that many free throws. Above the break threes is a bottom 2 matchup as well. Doesn't really have good zones at all. And like you said, the blow-up potential could be a thing. Durant usually turns up a good amount in close games. I mean, the line is really low for Durant. 23.5 is kind of crazy for Durant, but I kind of get where they're coming from. I don't mind it just because it's Kevin Durant and you're putting his line at 23.5, but it's a very, it's not that good of a matchup for Durant. I like these role players more. I like Tari Eason. I like Jabari Smith Jr. Do you like Flag 4 assists? He's been killing that line 5 straight games with 4 assists. What's this? 8 out of 9 games with 4 assists as well. 8 potentials, 7 potentials. Yeah, I don't like it at all. So he's getting 8. He got 8 assists against Portland, but he only had 8 potential assists. Meaning a potential assist, meaning he passes the ball to a teammate and they take a shot, make or miss. That's a potential assist. Meaning if you fill up 8 assists, 8 potential assists, he's going all the way to his ceiling in his last game against Portland. So he had 7 potential assists against Sacramento. He had 5 assists there. So 5 out of 7, generating at a very high rate. Against Golden State, 5 assists out of 5 potentials. 9 assists out of 14 potentials in Denver, but he played 40 minutes. I think that game went to OT. or it's very close. Then 6 assists on 7 potentials, and that's again without Anthony Davis too. I think Anthony Davis takes a little bit more usage too there. Who else took KD under on KD's points? I don't know if I take under on his points. I mean, it's lined at 23.5. That's kind of crazy. What are the stats? Nick Claxton, 14.5 points and rebounds, and Tari Eason, more than 12 points. Exactly, the stats. These are only stats. Nothing is a lock. Nothing is guaranteed in this space. These are just things that I like. Stats, patterns, matchups, history. Those are the things I like. Tari Eason, 12 points. I'm Huddy in the Discord. Hell yeah, man. And again, there are... Actually, probably shouldn't show it here. How many free spots are there left? Guys, there's 48 free day passes remaining. If you guys want to join, I have X amount of plays left. I think 4 or 5 plays for today. I think tomorrow we got a good slate too, but there are 48 free day passes remaining if you guys are interested in joining that. You always cash me out. Do you like 2.5 assists instead of 4.5 for Cooper? It's not a bad assist matchup. If you're getting at 2.5, I think that's pretty safe. I don't know how value it is based on risk. I don't usually take like altered plays unless I have... Yeah, I don't really like judge altered plays unless they're just good value, pretty much. Or at least have some sort of good matchup. This is not a bad matchup against the Sixers, so it's not terrible. The game's about to start here. Nick Claxton, 14.5 points and rebounds for Nick Claxton, and then Tari Eason, 12 points, guys. Dennis Schroeder, 15.5 points in his last game. He got pulled early due to blowout. He's over 3 out of 4 games with 23 minutes without Levine. Crispy. That's why I was like, who's giving me this in-depth ass research? But Crispy coming in. Let me see Dennis Schroeder. 16.5, 15.5 points and assists for Dennis Schroeder. He played 25 minutes last game. I wouldn't say he got pulled early. 25 minutes is a lot of minutes. This Kings team has been terrible. 24. They lost by 41 against, 41 against the Clippers. 24 against the Lakers. And those aren't even like great teams. It's not a good pick and roll matchup. You're saying without Levine though. Even without Levine, it's not crazy. But you're saying 23 minutes. You can't pencil him in for 23 minutes, though. I think that's where you're going kind of wrong. I don't know if you can pencil him in for just 23 minutes, in my opinion. And it's a pretty tough matchup against the Celtics, who don't allow that much pick and roll. That's what he loves doing, his pick and roll. I don't really like the spot for Dennis Schroeder. Tari Eason for what? 12 points for Tari Eason. Thought on Nick Clifford. I didn't even know we were playing him that much. We being me as a Sacramento Kings fan. But yeah, Nick Clifford's actually playing a good amount, especially without Zach LaVine. 29 minutes, 29 minutes, 20 minutes. But those games he's playing 29 minutes, they're getting absolutely whopped. So, of course, they're playing their rookie who comes off the bench way more minutes in games that don't matter when they're down 24, down 41. Yeah, they're playing the Celtics, or they're playing a Celtics team at home, but they're only 10-point underdogs. So I'm not penciling in any blowout. I probably don't like Nick Clifford here. He's been doing well because he's going into games when they're getting absolutely blown out. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Nick Clifford here. I know Cruz big on the Celtics center. Are you? Yeah, I don't mind Kata. Kata, bro, any center that faces this Kings matchup without Sabonis is absolutely eating. Any center that's facing this this matchup against the Kings is absolutely eating because they don't have Sabonis. They play a lot of Maxime Reynaud, who's a rookie center, and he's not built like not a big center by all means. And the Mia Kata is gonna kill him on the glass. Yeah, pick and roll, top 3 matchup. Put back is an average matchup. Free throw transition, a good matchup too. Tari Eason's 12 points. I took Tari Eason 12 points. You reckon Jabari Smith 15? I actually don't mind Jabari Smith. The players I like on the Rockets go Tari Eason, then Jabari Smith. It's very close. I actually don't mind Jabari Smith at all. Honestly, 15 for Jabari Smith kind of seems like a steal. Jabari Smith looks pretty solid. I would not be surprised if this guy hits a 3, bro. Just to start off the game. Should we do a little sprinkle on that? Honestly, why not? Jabari Smith Jr. Jabari Smith Jr. 2.5 points in the first 3 minutes. Why not? Nick, what's good, bro? Top dog. Nah. We all do this together, man. You're top dog. We're all top dog. Jabari Smith Jr. 2.5 points in the first 3 minutes. Why not? Why not? Let's see a good goblin for this actually. Filipowski, 9.5 points. Is that something we can get? 9.5 points for Filipowski? No, that's a discounted one. Let's see. Do I have to do Durin again? Or just go Claxton? I'm trying to find a good pair for this. I really want to take Jabari Smith Jr. for the first 3 minutes. I can see it right now. I'll probably just do really light on it. Jabari Smith Jr. Over 2.5 points in the first 3 minutes. I just locked it in. And I paired it with PJ Washington. I put a quarter of a unit on it. So, what's it called? With PJ Washington, 14.5 points in rebounds. I think it's a really good spot here. Jabari Smith Jr. over 2.5 points in the first 3 minutes. That seems very interesting. Only a quarter of a unit, literally just to see. I think it's a good spot too, so I think it has a good value. Filipowski, 16.5 points in assists, 3 out of the 3 without Nurkic. Oh, is Nurkic out too? Is Nurkic out? Are they just sitting everyone? Nurkic. I didn't know Nurkic was out. Yeah, Nurkic, what's it called? Filipowski should have very good usage without Nurkic. I knew, what's his name? Keontae and Laurie were out. I did not know Nurkic was out. Let's see. But yeah, if y'all want to have some fun, I just put in Jabari Smith Jr. over 2.5 points in the first 3 minutes. For some fun. Yeah, Filipowski without Nurkic. And, yeah, no Nurkic, no Keontae. No Ace Bailey, too. Bro, that Jazz team's going to be disgusting. I don't mind Filipowski, yeah. Norman Powell and Jaime. I don't like Jaime. Jaime's matchup's not that good. Norman Powell, and you're taking both of them on the same team. Just choose one or the other. I'd probably do Norman, to be honest, especially without Tyler Hero. 23.5, though, is kind of tough. This is not a good matchup against Detroit. Their defense is really good. They're probably going to have Osar on him. Yeah, I don't like Norman Powell too much either. I feel like Bam has a day. Bam also has a tough matchup. He's going to have his hands full with more Stewart. They're just going to match Heat's 2 bigs with their own 2 bigs, and Duran and Stewart, especially without, what's his name? Without Tobias Harris. Ooh, this game's about to start. All right. Oh, the game started. I need to see some Jabari Smith Jr. action here. Who scored the first point? Oh, Sengun, just 2 dunks, bro. 1 minute already down. You're going to be live when the game start? Yeah, it just started. There's 1 assist for KD. I'll try to answer some questions while I'm at it, though. There we go, Claxton. 2 points for Claxton. Come on, Jabari. I need an open 3 for Jabari. I need 5. I think you're in a good spot. Easton with the rock. Cooper. I don't mind Cooper's matchup against Philly. I need Jabari, too. He's about to get one here. Yep. Oh, swing, bro. Oh, Easton to the rack. There we go. Telling you, Easton. 2 points already for Easton. Yo, Jabari has 1 more minute to get this. Unfortunate if he doesn't, but again, quarter of a unit. I just want him to put up 1-3. This is the one. We have like, what, 2 more possessions maybe? No. Probably 1 more possessions maybe for, yeah, Katie's assists were free. Here he has 2, no? Or 3. Oh my god. Amen's cooking, bro. What do you think about Bam's 8 rebounds, bro? I got you. Bam's 8 rebounds. Oh my gosh. Bro, KD another assist, bro. KD another assist, bro. Bro, good read on KD's assist. It's fire. I think that's 3, you know? Jabari didn't even get a shot. But, I mean, Tari has 2 points. Claxton has 2. Hopefully this game doesn't get absolutely blown out. What's the play on Eason? He's already started, but he's at 12 points. Or I got him at 12. He has 2 already. It was 4 assists for KD, bro. That's crazy. He has 4 already? Oh, no, it was at 5. He has 4 for the rest of the lay. I need Embiid over 23.5. And Brown, yo, that's solid. 29.5 for Brown. Against that King. That Kings team has been so bad. And Jaylen Brown's not on a streak anymore, which kind of worries me. Like, yeah, Brown's been hooping 63% of games with over 30. His line's at 30? That's kind of crazy. Noah Clowney, 11.5 field goals. That game already started, so I don't know if you can get that anymore. Duran, 10.5 rebounds. I love Duran, 10.5 rebounds. Hopefully I'm not too exposed on that, but I think I only have 1 unit on it. Yeah, Duran, 10.5 is really good. For real, I'm worried as well. The streak, yeah, the streak just gave you some sort of, like, safety net. I didn't watch that game. Was he getting double teamed, or was he just being a good basketball player? That one against the Jazz. But again, guys, if you guys want more plays every single day, there are 50 free day passes remaining. 50 free day passes remaining if you guys are interested in joining. 50 free premium day passes remaining. 48 right now, so. Is Wiggins going over 15.5? I don't like the matchup for Wiggins too much. I haven't been a huge fan of Wiggins in general this season. I don't even think I've taken him maybe once. But not a good spot-up matchup, not a good paint matchup. Hero's out, yeah, but his matchups before against the Nuggets, against the Pacers, against the Hawks were pretty good matchups. Now he gets a pretty tough matchup against the Pistons too. And he's probably going to be the main... Actually, never mind. He's probably not going to be the main guy on Cade. I did Stewart, 7 rebounds. I don't mind that. They've been playing Stewart and Duran together more. They've been playing Stewart and Duran together more. Without Tobias Harris, this season hasn't looked amazing. I don't mind, points and rebounds for Stewart, or just 10.5 points for Stewart. Just because they've been playing him more with Duran. And when he plays at least 22 minutes, when he plays without Tobias Harris and plays at least 22 minutes, he's over 10.5 points in 3 out of 4 games, averaging 14 points a game. And it's a solid paced matchup against the Heat. Honestly, Isaiah Stewart is not a bad play. Isaiah Stewart's in a really good spot here. Pin to play. The game already started, but it's 12 points for Tari Eason and 14.5 points in rebounds for Claxton. Hopefully that game just doesn't absolutely blow out. What about Bam and Durant? I just like Durant's. I don't really like Bam's rebounds too much. Yeah, that Jabari one miss, but unfortunate there. They might get smacked here. Kawhi for 30. Kawhi's been hooping. 30 PRA. Yeah, I don't mind 30 PRA. He's playing a lot of minutes. Even if that game blows out, he's gonna get his 30 PRA. I just don't know what you're getting from that. You're probably not even getting anything there. Why is the thing blurred? It's not blurred anything because of my side. It's blurred because if I don't blur it, then TikTok will take me down, and I don't want that. So I'll literally tell you guys what it is. This is my free play of the day. No, Easton got a foul. Duran 10 rebounds? Yeah, I like Duran's 10 rebounds a lot. Alright, I'm probably going to hop off here shortly. But, again, if you guys want free plays, they're all in the premium. Not free plays, but there are 48 free day passes remaining in the premium. For the premium for all of our plays today. Appreciate you guys hopping on in. Hope you all have a wonderful